The Windows 10 2-inch-1 market is full of excellent options, ranging from detachable tablets that are incredibly thin and light, to 360-degree convertibles that function, as well as standard clamshell notebooks as they do S Pen-enabled tablets. Display sizes range from less than 12 inches to 17 inches, and configurations range from power sippers to strong productivity performers. On the other hand, the segment has been light on higher-end components, with primarily dual-core processors and either integrated or last-generation, entry-level discrete graphics. Lenovo is stirring things up with its latest 15.6-inch 360-degree convertible, the Yoga 720 15-inch. Powered by a speedy Intel Core i7 processor, fast DDR4 RAM, and a NVIDIA GeForce GTX graphics card, the Yoga 720 15 promises strong performance at a reasonable price. Read our Yoga 720 13-inch review. In our Yoga 720 15 review, we're wondering, does its power give it a win over stiff competition? Muted design and solid build quality. Like its smaller sibling, the Yoga 720 13-inch, the Yoga 720 15-inch has an understated design that doesn't stand out. Available in iron gray and platinum silver, Lenovo describes that machine as sleek, and sure to turn heads. While we agree that it's sleek, we don't imagine it will grab anyone's attention. Build quality is solid, with an all-aluminum chassis that's smooth without being slippery and feels comfortable in the hand. The Yoga 720 15 is well balanced overall, with a darker cover and base, and lighter keyboard tray. The minimal display bezels make for a minimized footprint, while keeping the webcam in its proper place above the screen. The Yoga 720 15 is a 360-degree convertible, meaning that it relies on its hinge to enable a smooth transition from traditional clamshell notebook through presentation and tent modes, and into a rather large and unwieldy tablet. The hinge holds the display in place, which is a positive, but it's rather stiff throughout its range. You'll need to use two hands to open it and adjust it backwards, which can be awkward. You won't notice any creaking as you use the Yoga 720, and for a 15-inch notebook with such powerful components it's thin, at 0.75 inches, and light, at 4.4 pounds. It's comfortable to use in most of its modes, making for a perfectly serviceable notebook. As with any large 2-inch-1, tablet mode is cumbersome. It's best when propped up on a flat surface, or in your lap for support. And as a 360-degree convertible, feeling the keyboard and touchpad under your fingers when you're holding the Yoga 720 15 as a tablet is disconcerting at first. That's not hard to get used to after a time, but you will miss having hardware volume buttons at your disposal. Type, swipe, and touch with comfort and efficiency. We would be shocked to discover a Lenovo keyboard that wasn't at least decent, particularly on any machine that costs over $1,000. The Yoga 720 15 didn't shock us. Its keyboard has a nice springy mechanism that's quiet and consistent and provides good feedback. Travel, or the depth of the keys when you press them, was just a touch short, but there was no uncomfortable bottoming action to complain about. Backlighting is even, effective, and suffers little light leakage around each keycap. The touchpad is solid as well. Its surface provides just enough texture to avoid being slippery, but not so much as to slow us down when using the full complement of Windows 10 gestures. It's a Microsoft Precision touchpad as well, meaning it's just as accurate and responsive as we've come to expect with that standard. We did find the buttons to be a little finicky, requiring us to hit just the right spot to register left and right clicks. The Yoga 720 supports an active pen, which we did not receive with our review unit, and so couldn't test. The pen is available from Amazon for $40, and is often available at a discount. The touchscreen was responsive and accurate, as today's touchscreens usually are, and provided superb support in each of the 2-inch 1S modes. Finally, Lenovo opted for a fingerprint scanner for Windows 10 Hello passwordless login. We found it 100% accurate during our testing, and very fast. It's not hard to gain a preference for fingerprint scanners over the infrared facial recognition used on some systems, because fingerprint scanning does seem to be more reliable. However, facial recognition is preferable in a 2-1 because a fingerprint scanner is sometimes hard to locate when a machine isn't in traditional notebook mode. A few less ports than we usually expect on a large machine. The Yoga 700 2015 isn't a particularly small machine, but it comes with a rather small number of ports. There are two old-school USB 3.0 Type-A ports, one on each side, and a single USB 3.1 Type-C port with Thunderbolt 3 support, with two key lanes available. The 3.5mm headset jack rounds out the physical connections. Power is supplied by Lenovo's usual AC connector. We could not get the machine to charge via its USB Type-C port, and unfortunately there's no SD card reader. Wi-Fi and Bluetooth 4.0 connectivity is provided by Intel's dual-band AC8265 controller. All in all, we think Lenovo could have made better use of all that available space with an extra port or two. An average display that needs more pixels. Our review Lenovo Yoga 720 came with a 15.6-inch Full HD, 1920 by 1080 pixel, resolution display, covered with Gorilla Glass, and relatively small bezels, framing/edges. As usual, we found text and user interface elements to be a little pixelated. Simply put, this size display begs for 4K UHD, 3840 by 2160 pixel resolution, which Lenovo will offer as an option. Our objective tests found the display isn't average in resolution only. Compared to the most relevant 15.6-inch alternatives, the HP Spectre X360 15 and Dell XPS 15, both of which offer 4K UHD displays, the Yoga 700 2015's display was nothing special. Contrast was solid at 800:1 at full brightness, and sRGB color gamut was competitive at 95%, but Adobe RGB was low at 71%. Average color difference was good at 1.49, where anything under 1 is considered excellent, but gamma was